What if Earth had no oceans? Imagine this. You wake up one morning, you walk to the shore, expecting waves, the endless blue. But it's gone. No ocean, no horizon of water, only a vast emptiness, cracked and dry. Ships lie stranded, tilted on mud like rusted skeletons. Whales, sharks, millions of creatures, left gasping, dying under the burning sun. The ocean turned into a graveyard. No salty breeze, no rain from rising clouds, only silence. Only a planet, gasping for air. 70% of Earth was once covered by oceans, but if they all vanished, what would happen to us? Join Suppose World as we step into a haunting what if. A world where the oceans, the lifeblood of Earth for billions of years, vanish overnight. No waves, no rain, no life beneath the blue. How would humanity survive? And would this planet still be called the Blue World? But before we imagine a world without oceans, we need to pause and look at today, how essential the ocean really is for life on Earth. The ocean is not just endless blue water, it's a living system, covering over 70% of the planet's surface, holding 97% of Earth's water. If forests are called the lungs of the Earth, then the ocean is its silent heart, beating for the entire planet. Waves keep the rhythm of our climate. Currents carry heat like blood in our veins. Because of them, summers don't burn us alive, and winters don't freeze us forever. But the greatest miracle is almost invisible. Phytoplankton, tiny drifters. They create over half the oxygen you breathe. Every breath you take, at least half comes from the ocean. Without it, humanity cannot survive. The ocean is home to millions of species, from the tiniest fish to the giant blue whale. A second universe right beneath our feet. But the ocean doesn't just feed nature, it feeds us too. Food, trade, tourism, energy. Over 3 billion people depend on it every single day. And yet, the ocean is breaking down. Plastic, chemicals, noise, rising heat, melting ice. Coral reefs turning white. Fish disappearing. The ocean, once thought endless, is crying out for help. And if one day it truly vanished, what would remain of our world? When the ocean disappears, the first to fall are those who lived within it. Picture this. A blue whale, longer than an airplane. Once free to roam thousands of miles in a world of waves. Now stranded in mud and salt. Its back scorched under the burning sun. Its heavy breath fading. Gone. Not just whales, sharks, sea turtles. Millions of tiny fish. All share the same fate. A massive graveyard, stretching from the beaches to the empty ocean floor. Coral reefs, once bursting with colors like tropical forests underwater, are now pale white skeletons, brittle as ash. A vibrant world erased in an instant. And the most terrifying loss is not the creatures you can see, but the ones you cannot. Plankton, tiny drifters invisible to the human eye, floating in waters that no longer exist. Yet they were the true breath of this planet. Half the oxygen you breathe comes from them. No plankton, no ocean. And slowly, no breath for humanity. The silent heart of Earth stops beating in a single moment. With the ocean gone, Earth has lost its blanket, the shield that kept its temperature steady. By day, the sun burns directly onto barren land. No water vapor rising to cool the air. No currents to carry relief across the globe. The planet blazes like a giant furnace. By night, When the sun slips away, temperatures crash. No ocean to hold the warmth. The surface freezes like a desert of ice. It's not just heat and cold, the entire water cycle that collapses. No ocean means no rain. No rain means no rivers, no lakes, no snow. Storms, born from the breath of the sea, disappeared. It sounds peaceful, but it's the peace of death. No rain, and the grasslands turn to dust. No storms, and the winds no longer carry life across continents. A planet once alive with rhythm is reduced to two extremes, fire and ice. The world we knew is gone. Spring, summer, fall, winter, all meaningless. What remains is pure brutality, and it hangs over every single day humanity struggles to survive. Chaotic climate was only the beginning. When the water vanishes, Earth's very surface is rewritten. Where deep oceans once stretched, now lies bare land under the burning sun. The Mariana Trench gapes open like a wound carved into the planet. Volcanoes that once slept beneath the waves stand exposed, black and lifeless like towers of stone. An entire hidden world turned into a new continent. But this is no promised land. The soil, poisoned with salt, cannot grow a single seed. The ground, cracked, blistered, scorched by relentless heat. The great coastal cities, once alive, once shining, New York, Tokyo, London, Shanghai, Saigon, now nothing but wastelands. Ships lie silent, hulks of rusting steel. Harbors crumble, no waves, no tides, only salt and dust, corroding everything. In an instant, Earth becomes unrecognizable. A planet once vibrant and blue now wears a face that is dry, gray, and cold. A strange world beneath our very feet. A strange planet brings a strange fate for humankind. Because when the ocean disappears, that it's not only nature that collapses, it's civilization itself, shaken to the core. First, food. Over 3 billion people rely on the sea. Fish, shrimp, crabs, seaweed, all gone in an instant. Fishermen, once masters of the waves, left with nothing. Global supply chains snap. Famine spreads from empty harbors to empty plates. But it's more than food. The ocean is the artery of the economy. Over 80% of world trade moves by ship. No sea means global commerce grinds to a halt. Vast ports, once alive, roaring day and night, become graveyards of steel. The global economy collapses like a sandcastle in the wind. And then comes a crueler crisis. Fresh water. No ocean, no rain, no rain. Rivers and lakes begin to vanish. Drinking water becomes rare. People fight for every drop. In desperation, eyes turn suspicious. Conflict erupts. Wars no longer for oil or land, but for the most basic need, water to live. Cities fracture, borders crumble. Millions, billions forced to flee. Mass migrations surge. Across a planet with nowhere left to go. Human civilization, stands on the edge of ruin. Humanity stands at the edge of extinction. But we have never surrendered easily. In desperation, we search for escape. Enormous sealed domes rise, where every drop of water is recycled, every breath filtered and reused. Inside, people try to recreate a miniature ocean. Massive tanks, imitating the seas we lost. But it's only a fragile illusion. Never enough to replace a living planet. Science turns its gaze to the poles. Glaciers become our final lifeline. Teams carve ice, melt it into water, stretching out survival. But the ice will melt away too. And when it's gone, what remains? Others dream of the cosmos, harvesting water from comets, redirecting asteroids to save Earth. a vision both bold and desperate. And when Earth becomes beyond saving, our eyes lift higher, to Mars, to the Moon, to artificial colonies drifting in space, the last hope of survival. Yet no matter where we go, no matter how we endure, Akabu, one truth haunts us. Humanity was born from the ocean. Without it, we are forever exiles, clinging to life while mourning a home, already lost. If the oceans disappear, Earth becomes a stranger. No waves, no rain, no silent breath of plankton. The planet turns into a vast, dry shell, scorched by the burning sun by day, frozen by merciless cold at night. A world without complex life. Plants wither, animals vanish, and humans, once the peak of evolution, reduced to fragile survivors, struggling on a planet no longer made for them. For centuries, maybe, we fight on, building domes, chasing dreams of distant planets. But Earth, our true home, dies a little more each day. And one day, when the memory of the oceans is gone, Earth will no longer be the blue planet. It will be another Mars, barren, silent, cold. The question remains, will humanity find a way to stop it? Or is this only a distant nightmare? A warning to remind us of the ocean's true worth. Because sometimes the scariest part isn't the day the seas vanish. It's that we might ignore them until it's too late.